through this. Maybe some of you have a relationship with God, some of you don't. I went for years after I got a relationship not knowing what to do next. So today we're going to talk about how the first early Christians came and how they spread the gospel. In 318 AD, or 20, somewhere's around there, there was the Roman Empire that was persecuting Christians. For 318 years, they were persecuted. They were put to death, burned at the stake, put on the cross after Jesus died, just for being a Christian. And they finally made it to Rome, because what happened, the power of a changed life by the blood of Christ comes when you accept Christ. When you accept Christ, then you take on the fruits of the Spirit. So such a change took place about 318 AD that it transformed the body of believers to where they reached Rome with the gospel. Can you imagine getting to the White House and preaching in the White House? Well, this was the known world was run by Rome. So Revelations 12, how did they do it? 12:11 says, they triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. You got to keep in mind, a lot of people, the devil will throw an excuse at you and say, I don't have enough knowledge to go out and talk to people about my faith. But these people didn't even, 80% of them most likely didn't read. They didn't have any education at all. So they know the goodness of God from their experience. When Jesus died on the cross, you got to take into consideration that 500 people or more witnessed his resurrection after his death. They watched him die. 500 people watched the resurrection, and the early Christians clung to the saving power of Jesus' sacrifice, the blood of the Lamb, and refused to be silent, courageously sharing their faith, even in the face of death, with their testimony. So this is important to understand. Now, listen up just a second. We're about done here.